So why exactly are UBS and Citigroup starting to deal directly with family offices?
Well, Lisa, it comes down to the fact that family offices are becoming increasingly sophisticated and, frankly, just having so much more money and buying power. And the biggest are there going to their private banks. I want to do this particular deal. And actually, the private bankers are there going, you know what, this is probably a transaction that's better placed for our investment bank. And it comes down to the fact that on that side of the bank, the family offices can benefit more from the really niche, narrow focus of the traders on the market desks. And that could be anything from equities to foreign exchange to simply actually the valuation of loans. So it's a real broad spectrum. And yeah, banks are indeed taking notice.
So, Ben, who is the middleman that's getting cut out here?
I would say the middleman getting cut out, actually, if you think about it, it's the private banks. The private bankers are actually there going, you know, this is actually something that isn't specifically for us. Of course, that's a benefit when you're a really big bank like Citigroup. They're a perfect example where they can actually incorporate their whole group within one deal to service one client. The real problem is when you're a smaller private bank and you haven't got the facilities of a big investment bank. So those are the ones who would be looking at what we've been reporting and thinking this might be a problem for us.
And Ben, this sort of raises a question about the infrastructure around family offices and sort of who they're hiring. How much are they looking increasingly like asset managers that are larger and more sophisticated?
I think certainly the biggest ones are hiring some really big talent from the institutional firms. And if you look at the top end of the market, you know, Silicon Valley billionaires, I mean, they've been hiring some serious, hiring away from some of the big players for many years now. What we're seeing also in Europe, we're seeing that as well over here, increasing growth. And I'm sure with Asia, with the surge in growth that they're seeing over the past decade or so, that will also be the case over there as well.